Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Swazi. Some people call me Gavile, whichever one you prefer. I'm happy with either, to be honest. I'm a South African girly that's currently living in the UK. I've been here for about 6 years and I just, document life as it happens for a 20-year-old something. I know that some of us experience life differently, but our experiences can help shape our futures. So it's a community of people just navigating through life. I know we're doing this for the first time, so it helps if we've got company or we can, compare notes to be like, no man, we can do it like this or like that or like that or like that. So yeah, that's basically what this is about. Stick around, subscribe, and give this a major thumbs up if you sort of relate to the content or if you just want to find out where this goes. I mean, you're always here for a good time, you're always here for the ride and everything of that nice stuff. So yeah, today I come to you with a vent, a bit of a frustration. Like, it's payday, obviously. And I can't help but I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but you kind of just feel overwhelmed. Like we're halfway through the year. Obviously, you've set your goals initially, financial goals that is, and the year trickles down, things go, and I can't help but wonder. I've just been having this question: what are we meant to be doing with our finances? Like, what are we meant to be doing? Should we start with property first? But also, you can't afford money for like the down payment, like the deposit. Deposits are extremely high. We are barely making it. I mean, you look at properties, you look at things, you're like, okay, these look nice, but you can't afford it. The way that the market is set up at the moment, you cannot. Not that you cannot, but it's just hard. It's just hard. And then you think about, okay, fine, should I be starting my business first? And then you're like, okay, that's even a big risk of a thing to be starting. Should I start with building a business first? Because we've been told side hustle, do this, do that, do that. You need a side hustle in your 20s, blah 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 blah. Whilst you're still trying to reconcile that thoughts and trying to pull things up and do this and that, you're like, okay, fine, I see other people are doing this, and then the thought comes, should I be buying a car? So it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many things coming at you all at once. Adulting, like, okay, what is the priority here? What should I be starting? Should I be buying a car? Should I be buying a house? Should I be starting a business? And then on the side, there's also people that are like, yo, I'm trying to do this. Can you please help me? And you're like, but also, Nami, I'm trying to push my things. I'm trying to get this money together, savings together so that I can, advance the agenda, because we are in our late 20s and we want to see some things, starting to take shape or starting to come off the ground. And she's like, oh my gosh. And also, you want to do the right thing, right? Because you also don't want to pick something and you're like, oh shucks, I've wasted money here, money that I've saved up, money that could have given me returns. And it's also overwhelming. It kind of feels like we are all just it's a event that I'm having today because it just kind of feels overwhelming today, because I don't know whether I'm trying to do too much all at once or I should just pick a struggle and stick with it. Because I've been looking at properties, I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, property, people have said you can't go wrong with property. I've seen a lot of people, property is where you should invest first, that's where you should go, blah, 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 blah. But the property prices, the properties that I'm seeing are not worth the money that's being advertised. Like, the property market is just crazy. And I speak both in the UK and South Africa because that's where I've been looking mainly. No. Kunzima. It's hard, and I don't know if anyone else has a better plan or a blueprint or something that we can all just look to sort of compare notes and do whatever. Gag. It's too much. And you're trying to do the right thing. That's the one thing that annoys me, because I'm like, you're trying to do the right thing. But also, when I come to my senses after all the thoughts and everything rushes in and whatever, I sit down with myself and I say, you know what? also not making a move is also making a move, because the time you spend stagnant is the time that is wasted. You could have made a move and learned and moved on. Like, you know how they say fail if you want to be good at something, fail first and fail fast. That's how you sort of accumulate, you know, that experience to keep going. And the more times you fail at first, or the more attempts you spend trying to troubleshoot and fix things, and you fail and you fail and you fail and you fail, and then you tick things off and you're like, okay, I know this doesn't work, I know that doesn't work, I know this doesn't work. But it just feels, when it comes to money, it kind of feels too personal. It kind of feels like, yo, I don't want to be, you know. So I don't know, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl, guys. Can I get some advice? How are you guys doing this life thing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing to maximize risk? Because that's another thing for me that I feel like, in as much as I have these grand ideas, I want to do this, I want to do that, but also at the back of my head, I want to minimize my risk and maximize my return on investment. And I don't know how that works in the real world, but if anyone else can have like some guidance to say, yo, this is how I did it, and this is how I'm doing it, and this is how I am thriving, or this is how this has helped me, I'll be very grateful. So if you've got, please leave your advice on the comments below, because we can't be suffering like this. Like, I refuse to believe that other people have not gone through this and have not come up with solutions. And before you tell me to watch YouTube, I've watched hundreds. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on finance. I watch a lot of people that have done things and were successful, but it's just so overwhelming. Please, this is just a plea from a girl who is wanting to do things right, and who's wanting to have side hustles that eventually become something, and she can, you know, navigate life better without having to say 9 to 5 is my main source of income. So yeah, I know sometimes we want to look like we have it all together, have it all figured out. At this point, I honestly don't. And this other thing of like your 30s are creeping in, and you're like, I need to have something sorted, figured out. So yeah, guys, I know I'm rambling, but please, I came to say I need advice. So if you've got advice that is constructive, that is, you know, can help us move forward, please leave it in the comments. And I'm sure I speak for many other people, and not just myself, especially looking at where we are with the year and stuff. Like, yeah, we need something, and some things are just not working. And it feels like when you think things too, that's my other problem. I think things too thoroughly, and I feel like sometimes it doesn't help me, because you think and you think and you think and you think, and you come to a conclusion, and then you're like, oh no, this is not gonna work, without even attempting it. And the thing with thoughts is that they are controlled, whereas when you execute something in the real world, things can happen in a way that is different from what you had thought in your head. So yeah, please help a girly. Yeah, I know people do videos to help other people, but this is just my frustration and my vent with where I'm at in life right now. Like, and also, please, let's not lead each other down a path of, you know, angas. But yeah, please. Anyways, yes, subscribe, like, do whatever you need to do. I'll see you guys on my next upload. Mwah. I love y'all.